This is a smaller room, but it is just loaded with cool pieces, lots of cool accessories. The general archetype of this room was civilized humanoids, so it's got a lot of accessories that would be useful for any sort of area where you have some sort of civilized subterranean race. All right, this one is the Covert War Camp. And this one's particularly special because it has our namesake, a Dwarven Forge. No, the Dwarven Forge. Let's take a look. The encounter is ringed with generally bread and butter pieces. We kick out right out of the gate with this huge widening passage. Magnetic walls here and here, cool piece. Funny fun fact, there's a little red splotch in there from our stop motion animation where that was some blood from one of the minis. We've got convex corner, trifecta corner, a pair of beautiful rising walls. And as you see here, they're flanking the Dwarven Forge nicely to make it look epic. We've got diagonal wall, we'll skip this wall, straight wall, diagonal wall, cascading pool corner, just so beautiful. Here's an example of the two swell walls working together. In the build here, we have them lined up so they create a dip. They start straight on one side, start straight on the other side. You could have a straight run, not feel as straight. And you can of course put them the other direction and do the same thing, make kind of like an alcove-y shape. Love these swells together. And then at the end of the swell here we have fantastic, a wall insert. It's used on some floors as a wall. This is, of course, one of my favorites. This is a huge, massive motherlode of raw, unmined dwarvenite. Look at this beautiful thing. So this was a big team effort to figure out what's raw dwarvenite going to look like. Eli, who happens to be an amateur geologist among everything else, sketched out a bunch of forms. Nina was pulling concept art. Michelle did a whole bunch of sculpts till we found something that really fit. This, you may notice there's some hints of polyhedral dice in here. That's no accident. And then once this initial proof of concept was sculpted, Aaron really brought it to life with an amazing paint job. This deep, iridescent, beautiful purple. It just makes my heart sing. And you'll find that these raw dwarvenite crystals pop up all over the place in other pieces, like you can see there on the back of this trifecta curve wall. So then the biggest bread and butter piece in here, which is really special enough, we shouldn't even call it bread and butter, but this middle of this room is this gargantuan 6-inch floor. And this thing is a monster. Look at it. Probably the first thing that you'll notice, very different from our previous caverns, is that the z-axis is off the charts in this, right? We have a lot of variation in height and in levels. It goes down, there's depressed areas, there's raised areas, built-in stalagmites. It's just got so much wonderful texture. Hopefully it'll make a great location for some good fights. In the middle of this 6x6 floor, we have this monster bedroll here. Natural hides and furs. Could be an adventurer's bedroll, most likely a monster bedroll. It's a little large, implying that it's some sort of larger type creature. And of course, we're going to put a bunch of these in there as stretch goals so you can have a full-fledged camp out. Also, to round out our camp pack, we have this wonderfully detailed little equipment pile. Really great as treasure or for a campsite, for anything. We've got weapons, armor, some crates and barrels, could be loot. There's some pouches, who knows what's in there. And the center of that camp is this cool LED campfire piece. Eli, the master of fire, has managed to tame and capture fire as it dances there. This will be self-contained, freestanding. It have a battery set up in the bottom, so you can put this anywhere. You can put it in the cavern, you can put it in the dungeon, you can put it in your castle, you can put it anywhere you want. And those, all together will offer all of these as a little camp pack for you, so you can cherry pick that if you want. We're going to throw in as a stretch goal, we're going to throw in a cave door. So it'll open and close. Beautiful rough hewn wood lashed together with leather, bone handles. And this is, of course, it's interchangeable with all of your Dungeon of Doom and regular dungeon doors and vice versa. So you can put your dungeon doors in this cavern's frame or put this door in those frames. Felt like the sort of thing civilized underground humanoids would have. So we threw it in here as a stretch goal. It's going to sit in the widening passage. It'll fit in any of the wall insert slots. Speaking of doors, you might have noticed that this wall is a little suspicious. That's because it's not a wall at all. It's a secret door. This is the cavern's secret door. So this thing is freestanding. It's a wall insert. So once again, you can put it in any of the wall insert slots you want. You can also just freestand it like we did in this case. You can freestand it on a floor. So looks and acts like a wall. And this little ingenious thing is designed to look like it's just a rock wall. And a really fun thing you can do with this secret door, which we may be doing in this campaign, spoiler alert, is once the players discover the secret door, you then fly in what it revealed behind it, and boom, in this case we have a dead end piece with trapdoor floor in there. Whoa! This is same size as our regular trapdoor floors from the castle or the city, but it's sort of askew, it's at an angle, it's imperfect. This is a really cool rough wood bone-handled trapdoor, which will be interchangeable with all of your other large trapdoor slots. So you can put it in the castle, you can put it in the city, and then in the back of this room we have the centerpiece itself. So let's start with this little piece. This is the Runic Anvil of the Dwarves. Look at this thing. It's got cool claw feet, it's covered with runes. It's definitely the sort of place a master craftsman might be good for the new artificer class that Rudy was playtesting in their Origins game. And then, of course, the true centerpiece, the Dwarven Forge. I'm so excited about this piece. This was a real labor of love by Nina. It's got LEDs in there, so you have nice hot embers, big, hefty, beautiful Dwarven construction all the way around. Of course, the big noteworthy thing is it has a Gorgon head mounted to the hood. That is so you can heat your Dwarvenite and then activate the Gorgon's breath to transmute your Dwarvenite into Gorgonite, the hottest substance known to dwarves. Oh, and you know, because it's Dwarven Forge, you gotta make it somehow modular, right? So it has pull accessory holes in here so you can dress it up if you'd like. But you know what? That's not enough. So how about this? The hood is removable. Boop. So then you can use it as just a freestanding fire pit. You can decorate all the corners. So it becomes a very versatile piece. Cool decorative fire pit or a forge. Put whatever you want on here for pole accessories. It's the Dwarven Forge. This thing is going to be available in a small, affordable pack with the forge, the anvil, and the Dwarvenite. And there you have it. All right, so that was the Covert War Camp. That thing's got the huge 6x6 floor, cool secret door, trap door, all sorts of accessories, LED campfire, and of course, the Dwarven Forge. I mean, how can you not want the Dwarven Forge? Hmm?